Welcome you all to our lesson 3 under the final revisions. We are now on topic number 8. So if you haven't watched lesson 2, 1, make sure you watch them out. So this is our lesson 3. So we are starting with estimation. So we are going to go through estimations and other topics. So this is our first question. If you are having a child, a daughter or your son that wants tuitions help in mathematics or science, you can give them my line. We discuss. I start preparing them now. Or if you are having anyone that is rewriting next year 2024, you can also give them my line. I can help them out with mathematics. This is my number that I use. It is also registered on WhatsApp. So let us now go into the questions. These are the questions which are given. So we've got the first question here, which is saying a bag of potatoes has mass 15.4 plus or minus 0.05 kg. Find tolerance of the mass. And if you are new to this channel, this is my official channel. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, so the first question is telling us to find the tolerance of the mass. How can we find the tolerance of the mass? So this thing which is given here, this is called the absolute error of that one. So this is what is you are given, then this is the absolute error. Have you seen? This is the absolute error. So how do we find the absolute error? The way in which we get to find the absolute error is that you need to say 15.4 plus 0.05 like this. Then you say minus. So this is the upper limit minus the lower limit where you say 15.4 then minus 0.05 like this. You find the answer there, then you subtract. You can use this other one. But if you don't want to use this one, you just want to go straight on the answer, what you need to do is that you just need to get this one, which is the absolute error, 0.05. You just multiply it by 2. What answer are you going to get? You're going to get 0.1. This is your answer. You are done. So I've given you 2 ways in which you can answer this one. So want to find the tolerance, the first one which I gave, and this one. So this one, I believe it is very simple. Just need to work it out like that, then you are done. That's how you need to answer such a question. So that's a simple question. This is what you need to do. You just need to get the absolute error. This is the absolute error which is given. You get the absolute error, then you just multiply it by 2. You're going to get your answer, just like that. So that's what you need to do. That's what you need to understand. So like this question, you are done. That's how you need to answer it. But if you want to be answering it like the first one which I did, if you are used to that one, be using the same one, you will still get the same answer. Let's move to part B of the same question. So part B of the same question, we are told to find the relative error. So we are told to find the relative error. So what they are telling us is find the relative error, but we are supposed to write the number as a fraction, the answer. The answer should be written as a fraction. So find the relative error as a fraction. It should be as a fraction. Apart from a fraction, it should be in its simplest form. This is how the question is. So due to space, I will just tell you that you are told to find the relative error, and the relative error should be as a fraction, not only as a fraction, but in its simplest form. So how can you answer? The key thing here which we are given is absolute error. Have you seen? So absolute error, very important. So absolute error will be used even on this question where we are told to find the relative error. So we are told to find the relative error. So one thing that you need to do, what is the formula for the relative error? How do you find the relative error? What's the formula? Which formula do we get to use? if we want to find the relative error. So the formula is equal to, you say absolute, this is the formula where you say it is equal to absolute error. So absolute error over true measurement. Over what? Over true measurement. This is what you are going to do, over true measurement. So the formula here, this is the formula that you apply, where you say relative error is equal to, what is your absolute error? What is your absolute error? Your absolute error, I've told you that this is the absolute error, which I also explained. If you've been following me, I said if a number is an odd number like this, the absolute of that number is 0.5. If a number is having one decimal place, let's say it's 10.2, the absolute error of that number is what? 0.05. So any number having one decimal place, the absolute error is that one. So we are given this number. So with this number having one decimal place, so which means the absolute error is that one. That's how you get to find the absolute error. So hope I'm clear on that. So what you need to do, what is the absolute error according to the question? It is 0.05 like this, where you say over, what is your true measurement? The true measurement, that same one which is 15.4, like that. So that's what you are going to do. So now you start now working out these numbers. So you are not allowed to use a calculator. A calculator is not allowed to be used on this question. You are not supposed to use a calculator. So how do you change here? You multiply by what? Both sides? You multiply by 100. To cancel the decimal there, you multiply by 100. So if we multiply by 100, what are we going to have? We are going to say this is equal to. So if you multiply by 100 there, the points will be removed. You're just going to remain with 5 over. This one here, 10 will remove a point here. So you're going to have your answer as 1540. This will be your answer. Have you seen as what? 1540. You want to find the relative error, where you say this is now equal to 5 there, it is 1. 5 into 15, it is 3. Have you seen? Then 5 into 4, it can't. You put a 0 here. That's why you say 5 into 40, it is 8. Like this. So this is your answer. This is your relative error of that question. That's how you need to work out that question. These are procedures that you need to follow. So there's no number which can go into 1 and 108. This is the answer in its simplest form. So you've answered just like this. This is the relative error. You have answered it. Let's look at another question. Our next question. So it is saying Missoz and Filamba estimated the length of a line to be 9 centimeters and 10 centimeters respectively. So I believe you know what it means when I say respectively, meaning this was for Missoz because it was the first to start. Missoz there is, then the second to be mentioned, Filamba, even there second. So Missoz in 9 centimeters, Filamba is 10 centimeters respectively. If true value is 9.6, so this is the true value, which is 9.6. The first question which we are told here, it's saying find Missoz's absolute error. How can we find Missoz's absolute error? How are we going to find Missoz's absolute error? In which way are we going to find Missoz's absolute error? So in a case where you are given the true value, so Missoz measured what? 9 centimeters. But the true one, the true value, the true was what? 9.6 centimeters. So how are you going to find Missoz's absolute error? You just say 9.6 minus 9, which is equal to 0.6 centimeters. So this is Missoz's absolute error. This is how you calculate. So we avoid negative answers. Someone will start with 9 minus 9.6. No, avoid negative answers. So where you are given measurements, you know that this is the distance. You cannot put it in negative, like you cannot have a negative. So let's avoid negative answers. Let's make sure that we avoid negative answers under this. So like this, you are done. This is what you need to do. These are procedures that you need to put into consideration. So you are done with that part. We've calculated the Misosi's absolute error to be 0.6. Then the second question, we've got the second question here. I've got the second question. So the second question, you are told to find Philamba's percentage error. Philamba's percentage error. You want to calculate Philamba's percentage error. So percentage error. Philamba's percentage error. How can you calculate Philamba's percentage error? So in which way are you going to calculate this one? You know that percentage error, like this, percentage error is equal to what? Is equal to relative. Is equal to relative. Say relative error times what? Times 100%. This is the formula. Then under relative here, you know that the formula for relative, if you want to find the relative error, we say absolute over true measurement. So which means that if you are taught to find the relative error, let's say you are taught to find the relative what? Relative error. Relative error is equal to absolute. This is the formula. You say absolute error over what? Over true measurement. This is how you need to calculate the relative error over what? True measurement. This is how we calculate. So in this case, are you given the relative error? No. So where there is relative error, you are going to put this formula here so that you can easily calculate. This is what we are going to do. So I'm going to lab that part. I'm going to do here. I'm going to do what? I'm going to put something like this. Absolute. I know that absolute. I put this is absolute error over true measurement. This is the formula I'm going to use. So this is what I need to do. This is what I need to get. So what is my absolute? What is my absolute error? What have you seen? Philamba. So Philamba measured 10 centimeters. The measurement for Philamba is here. This is what? 10 centimeters here. Misos and Philamba estimated the length of a line to be 9 centimeters. 9 centimeters was for Misos, we are given here respectively. Then 10 centimeters is for Philamba. So what I'm going to do is this. This is, I know that measured 10 centimeters. So the absolute error, it measured 10 centimeters. The original was what? 9.6. So I need to start with the bigger one. So 10 minus 9.6, it's 0.4. So the absolute is 0.4, just like that. Then I say over what? True value. What was the true value? 9.6. That was the true value. So this is what I need to do. Then since it is a percentage, I put times what? Times 100%. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I will do. So let me lab this part. I've explained. We are able to understand that. So what I need to do now, when I reach here, what I need to do now, I say 0.4 times 100. 0.4 times 100. What's 0.4 times 100? 0.4 times 100. What am I going to get if I multiply there? Should be 400. You multiply this without a calculator, so you can confirm with me if we do the calculations over 9.6 like that. So this one, it's what? It's it's having one decimal place. So this one should be 40. This one is a 40, not 400. 40 like that. 0.4 times 100 is 40. So you multiply now. Here we are having one decimal place. So multiply both sides by 10. You also multiply there by 10. What you're going to get there is what? 400 over 96. This is what you are going to get. This is what we'll get. So this is the final answer that you get. Now you just do what? You just reduce it. Don't forget the percentage. I'm going to put it here when I find the final answer. So don't forget, you find the answer, you find the number which can go in these two numbers. Which number can go into 496? You start looking for that number that can go in there. So start looking for a number that can go into these two. Can go in this. You say, you check, let's 16 can go in both. So 16 there, it is 25 over. So 16 into 96. What answer are we getting? We are getting 6, like this. Then you end there, just put a percentage. There is no number which can go in this. So, and don't forget, you are not using a calculator. So just leave your answer like that. It is fine. Just need to leave it like that. There is no problem. They will mark you correct. So this is how you need to leave your answer. This is how you need to answer this. So this is the percentage what? The percentage error of Filambers. This one was the percentage error for Filamba. So let us look at another last question under estimations. We look at another last question. So I'll just write it here. So I'll just write it here so that we see it. It's saying all these are past papers. So a piece of timber. So a piece of timber measures 5.25 centimeters. Calculate the relative error. Calculate the what? Calculate the relative error. You want to calculate the relative what? The relative error of this is a question. Calculate the relative error. So how can you calculate the relative error of this one? So you know that, okay, the relative error, I'll say relative error, I'll use these abbreviations. Relative error is equal to what? Don't say error is. This is relative error. So relative error is equal to what? Absolute. Say absolute. So I'm going to do this. Absolute. This is what we do. Absolute over true measurement. Just put true measurement. So that's true measurement, which is equal to, so true measurement. Absolute is what? If a number is written like this, so if a number is written in this order, in this format, so what you need to do, the absolute two decimal places, so it's having two decimal places, so we're going to have 0.005. This is the absolute error. Over the true measurement, which is what? 5. So this is what we were given. It measures that. Then calculate the absolute error. So the absolute error, that's the what? This is the absolute error. Then the true measurement. What is the true measurement? That's the same one that you are given like this. This is how you are going to do it. By 1,000, say 1,000. Even here 1,000. This is what you are going to do. So there you are going to have 5 over. So when you multiply that one, 5.25, we are multiplying that one by 1,000. What answer are you going to get? You're going to get something like 5250 if you do all the calculations, which is equal to. So how can you answer now this question? 5 there, it is 1. 5 there, what is the answer? 10 what? 1050, like this. So absolute error, this is how you calculate absolute error. So you are done. This is what? This is your absolute error. Just need to calculate it that way. Okay, so let us now move to the next topic. We move to the next topic, which is our 9th topic. Move to the next topic. Let's move to the next topic. This is our 9th topic, which is under matrices. It is under matrices. So the question is saying, given that A is equal to, so given that A is equal to, this is a matrix, 2, 1, 4, 0, like this, and B is equal to, so and B is equal to what? 2, 0, then 3, then a 2 there. This is what you are given. Then you are told to find, the first question we are told to find A transpose. Want to find A power T. So any question where you are going to see A power T, you are just told to find the transpose of that number. So how can you find the transpose? How do we find the transpose? This is where you change. You are given A. So this one is a column. It will become a row. So if it is a column like this, it will become a row like this 2, 1. Then this is also a column. It will become a row 4, 0 like this. So this is how you need to answer such a question. So you found what? A transpose. This is how you find A transpose, just like that. So you are done with this one. This is where you change row to column, column to rows. That's how we get to do with that one. Let us now look at the other question. Under this, you are told to find A, B. This is what you are told. You are told to find A, B. So A, B, this is now where you are told to multiply two what? You are told to multiply two matrices. So now, this is where we are told to multiply two matrices. How can we multiply the two matrices? In which way can we multiply the two matrices? So what is your A? 2, 1, 4, 0, like this. Where is your B? Your B is 2, 0, 3 there, and a 2 there. These are the two matrices which we want to multiply. So how can you multiply these? In which way can you multiply these two? How can you multiply these two? How can we multiply these two? So want to multiply. This is where you multiply row by column. So you get this row, you multiply it against this column. Have you seen? This is what you'll be doing, row by column. You get this row, multiply it against that column. That's what we are going to do. So I'll start. AB now is equal to what? AB is equal to, I say open bracket. See, this one will go with that one. That one will go with that one. 2 times 2, 4. I say plus. 2 times 4 times 0, it is 0. So here just need to be putting plus. This is part of the formula. Just need to put plus there. This same row here, multiply it with that column that is there, where I say 2 times 3, it is 6. You say 6 plus. That times that, what are you getting? 4 times 2, you're getting 8, like that. So you are done on top. You go down now where you get this one here. You multiply it against these two columns. This one will go with that one. 1 times 2, it is 2. Plus 0 times 0, it is 0, like that. Where you say, what is that one times that one? What are you getting? 1 times 3, it is 3 plus 0 times 2, it is 0, like this. So you are done with the multiplication. You've multiplied. Now, you now write your answer. You say AB is equal to. AB is equal to what? 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 What is this plus that? 4. If you add here, what are you getting? So when you add here, what are you going to get? Is it 14? 14. Say 14, like that. Here 2, here 3. So check through this one. these are the procedures that you need to do. So you found a B. This is what you need to do. These are the calculations that you need to know and you need to be doing. So let's make sure we know all these steps. Let's make sure that we practice through everything that we are doing here. Let's make sure that we know all these questions. These are our exams will come from these same questions that we are revising. So our exam is based on these same questions that we are revising. Let's make sure we go through all these questions. So let us now move to the next one. Let me bring out the next one here. What if you are given something like this? They're telling you if A transpose is equal to, you are given A transpose 1, -2, 3, -4, like that. Then the question is saying find matrix. You are told to find matrix A. What is your matrix A? So if this is a transpose, which means that this one is a what? This one is a row. So for a transpose to have a row, which means it was a column at first. So meaning your A is equal to what? Your A is 1, -2, 3, and -4, like that. So this is what? This is your A. So when you find the transpose of this, you're going to get that one as your answer. So it was like this. The original matrix, it was like this. This is how the original matrix was. So this is what you need to know. These are some of the things that you need to get and understand. Let's make sure we know how to go about this. Let's make sure we understand all the procedures that I'm doing here. Let's look at the last question on this. Under matrices, we look at the last question. Let us look at the last question. We look at the last questions under this. So let me love this. Let's look at the last question under this. So the question is in this manner. The question is saying, given that, this is how the question is, given that you are given this is the first part, 2, -5, x 1, you are given that. This one is being multiplied by 4. There is a 3 there, like this, which is equal to, it is equal to 14 and -17, like that. The question is saying find value of x. Want to find the value of x. How can you find the value of x? You are given such a question. How can you find the value of x? So this is very simple. The way in which you are going to find the value of x is that you are first going to multiply here. You need to multiply here. We need to multiply here. So how do we multiply? You get this one, you multiply it against that one. So 2 times 4, it is 8. You say plus. X times 3, it is 3x. You do this, you are done there. You move down. -5 times 4, -20, plus 1 times 3, it is 3, which is equal to, so it is equal to what? 14 and -7, like this. When you reach here, then you get their corresponding values. Just need to get their corresponding values. Where you get this one is corresponding to that one on top. So it is what? 8 plus 3x is equal to 14, like this. Then you do what? You group the like terms. Where 8 goes to the other side, you are going to have 3x is equal to 14 minus 8. This is what we are going to do. So 3x is equal to 14 minus 8. What is your answer? What answer are you going to get? There, let me do this. Okay. So you are going to get a 6 over 3 over 3. So this cancelled. So x is therefore equal to 2. So the value of x is what? The value of x is 2. So this is how you need to answer such a question. This is how you need to work out all the procedures. So This is what we've done. This is under matrices. Questions under matrices can come in this order. So you need to know all these procedures that I've done, everything that I've calculated here. This is what you need to do. So let's move now to the next topic, which happens to be our 10th topic. Let's move to the 10th one now. Move to our 10th topic. So in this lesson, we are going to end with this one. We are going to end with this one. This is our 10th one now, which is under, so this one is under sequence. So it's under this topic, it's under this one. So the first question is, you are given for the, this is the question, this is how the question is for the sequence. So for the sequence 25, you are given 22, you are given 19, you are given 16, like this. This is how it is for the sequence, like this. The first question you are taught to find the formula. So you are taught to find formula for, you are taught to find the formula for nth term. How can you find the formula for the nth term? So this is the first question. You want to find the formula for the nth term. How can you find the formula for the nth term in this case? How can you find the formula for the nth term in this case? So what you are going to do is this. You need to know the first term. These are two important things. First term, what is your first term? Your first term is 25. What is your common difference? What is your common difference? So you check what is your common difference. You say this is your T1, this is T2, this is T3. So we just say T2 minus T1. This is how we get to find the common difference, which is equal to T2 is 22. T2 is 22 minus T1, 25. Finally, you are going to get your answer, which will be negative 3. This is how your answer is going to be. So your answer will be what? Negative 3. So after you find now, you know the first term and the common difference. That's when now you can go and find the formula for the nth term. As simple as that. So this is what you are going to do. You know that the formula is, this is the formula A plus n minus 1d. This is the formula. So this is AP. AP only comes in paper 1. Paper 2, you are going to find the geometric progression, which is the GP. In paper 1, just needs to focus on the AP. So you substitute now. This is equal to, what is your first term? Your first term is 25 plus n minus 1. Common difference, negative 3. You do this. This is what you are going to do. So you say Tn is equal to 25 will come there. What is negative 3 times n? Is minus 3n. What is negative 3 times negative 1? It's positive what? Positive 3. Negative, negative, positive. So these are procedures that I'm showing you. These are things that you need to know. Tn is equal to. So what is 25 plus 3? You get what? 28. Minus what? 3n. So this is the formula for the nth term, as simple as that. Have you seen? You cannot add these two. These are unlike terms. So this is the formula for the what? Nth term. This is how you need to calculate the formula for the nth term. So this is the formula for the nth term. Like this, you are done. That's how you need to work out this one. That's how you need to calculate this one. Let's move to the next question. We move to the next question. Let's move to the next question. Under this same one, under this same sequence which is given here, the next question, so these are going to help us. These are very important. The first term and the common difference are very important. This next question, what we are told, so in the next question, the question B, what we are told is to find the sum. You are told to find the sum of the first, this is the sum of the first 20 terms. I want to find the sum of the first 20 terms. How can you find the sum of the first 20 terms? This is how the question is. How can you find the sum of the first 20 terms? How can you find it? So this is what you are going to do. You write the formula. So you know that your first term is 25. You do that. What is your common difference? Your common difference is negative 3. Then what is your value of n? The value of n is what? Is 20, the first 20 terms. So this is the data which you've written here, and this is what you are going to follow. Where you write now the formula. The formula will be what? This is the formula. So these are formulas that you need to know if you never knew. Needs to know these formulas where it is like this: 2a plus open bracket n minus 1 cross d, like this. This is the what? This is the formula that we use. So this is the formula that you need to know. So just substitute. N is 20, which is equal to, this is 20 over 2. Then you do this. 2 times, say 2 times what? Your first term, which is 25. You say plus. What is your n? Your n is 20 minus 1 cross, then d is negative 3. You do this. This is what you are going to do. Where you say the sum of the first 20 terms is equal to, here you are going to get a what? You are going to get a 10. When you divide here, you get 10. So where you do this, when you multiply here, you are going to get what? You are going to get 50. So we are going to get a 50. So here now, before you continue, before you say plus, 20 minus 1, it is 19. 19 times a negative 3, which is there, what answer are you going to get? You are going to get what? You are going to get 57. So negative 57. This is what you are going to get. So when you reach here now, you work out what is given. Like this, you say this is first 20 times 10. So here you are going to get negative 7. Then finally your answer is what? Negative 70. When you multiply here, you get negative 70. So this one will be your what? This is your answer. This is how your answer is going to be. So this is how you get to calculate this one. This is how you need to answer such a question. If a question like this was to come in your exams, these are procedures you need to follow. So let's make sure we follow all these. We understand everything here correctly. So let us look at another question. Hope you are able to follow. Let's look at another question under sequencing. So we look at another question. This is the question that we are going to do. So the question that we are going to do, so it is saying for the sequence. So for the sequence, what is the sequence? It is 11, 13, 15, 17, like that. It's just going like that. Then the question is saying they want you to find the 13th term. Find the 13th term. You want to find the 13th term. So there are only two things which are important, which I've told you. Find the first term. Find the first term like this. What is the first term? What is your first term? Your first term is 11. What is your common difference? You say this is T1, this is T2, this is T3. Common difference, you just say T2 minus T1, which is equal to, what is your T2? 13 minus T1, it is 11. The answer there, it is 2. The common difference there is what? 2. So then you write the formula. What's the formula? Which formula do we use? You say the formula for the nth term is this one. A plus n minus 1 cross, then a d there, like that. This is what you need to do. Then you substitute. You say n, you know, you want to find the what? The 13th term. So n is 13. So amongst the data which are given, you know that n is what? N is 13. So you say T13 is equal to, what is your first term? Your first term is 11 plus n is 13 minus 1 cross difference 2, like this. This is what you are going to do. we are going to say T13 is equal to, here you get what, 11. So we say plus. What is what answer are we going to get here? What is 13 minus 1? It's 12. 12 times 2, this is 24. 12 times 2, 24. So you say 24 plus 11. What are we going to get? So finally, you are going to have this as your answer. We are going to say T13 now. The 13th term is equal to, when you add there, that is 35. This is your what? This is your answer. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to get and understand. So let's make sure we know all these procedures that I'm telling you. Let's make sure that we understand them correctly. So let us now look at the last question. We look at the last question. So the last question is very simple. The last question is saying if the arithmetic, so if the arithmetic mean of 5 and C is 11, arithmetic mean of 5 and C is 11, then find C. Find what? Find the value of C. Find the value. You find the value of C. How can you find the value of C? If you are given something like that, how can you find the value of C? So you know that the way we get to find the arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean is equal to what? You add the 2. You say 5 plus C over 2. This is how you get to find. Now you are given the arithmetic mean here, which is what? Arithmetic mean, not geometric mean. Arithmetic mean, you just need to add the 2, then you divide by 2. You add the 2 terms. So here you are given the arithmetic mean, which is what? 11, which is equal to 5 plus C over what? Over 2. Over 1, then you cross multiply. 2 times 11, it is 22, which is equal to 5 plus C. You group like terms. So 22, the 5 comes here, negative 5, which is equal to C. Then C is equal to what? Here you are going to get 17 as your answer. Have you seen the way it is? So it means the value of C is what? Is 17. The value of C is 17. This is the value of C. This is how we get to find the geometry arithmetic mean. This is how you need to find the arithmetic mean. So now in this question, if you are taught to find the arithmetic mean of 11 and 15, have you seen? You are going to get a what? You are going to get a 13. So you even know, add these two, add these, then divide by 2. What are you getting? So you say 11 plus 15. What is your answer? Your answer is 26. 26 divided by 2. You're going to get a 13 there. This is the number that is between these two. But with the geometric, it's different. I showed you how you go about that one. So this is how you need to work out this. So this is where we are going to end from. Hope you've understood this. And if you've got a child, I'm still repeating this, if you've got a child that wants tuitions with me, or maybe someone, you know someone that is rewriting next year an internal candidate, or this year internal candidates, grade 12s, that wants tuitions in mathematics, chemistry, or physics, can contact me on this line. So you can give them this line so that you also be a blessing to me. I have helped you. You also recommend me to another person so that I help them together. So this is where we are going to end from. This is our lesson 3. We are yet with another lessons. Stay tuned to this channel. Thank you so much. Hope you've subscribed.